Growing global instability is rapidly penetrating the water sector with unforeseeable consequences, requiring new and more efficient coping models. In this context, one of the burning issues facing the global community is how to effectively deal with the water-food-energy nexus. Especially in poor and transition countries, the resolution of this issue is conditional upon their ability to develop and implement effective water governance. Issues arising from inappropriate water governance have been a matter of concern for a decade now. The Second World Water Forum brought water governance to the forefront of our quest to provide adequate water supply and sanitation to all, and the Third Global Water Forum assessed the situation and devoted considerable time to the capacity needed for effective water governance. However, despite initiatives and increasingly adverse consequences of inadequate water governance, no significant breakthroughs have been made in the global arena towards a solution. Recognizing that the establishment and continuation of proper water governance is the key to coping with accumulated problems and achieving Millennium Development Goals in the water sector, and aiming to encourage a comprehensive approach, a major international conference on the topic was held in September 2014 in Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, as part of the Milanković Anniversary UNESCO Symposium, dedicated to the renowned Serbian scientist Milutin Milanković.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Holiness, President of Academy, esteemed academicians, dear guests, distinguished colleagues. Water is at the very basis of all life on our planet. 70% of our body is water. To us, it is also one of fundamental attitudes that define our existence and state of our civilization.
The event was organized by the UNESCO Center for Water for Sustainable Development and Adaptation to Climate Change, the Serbian Academy of Sciences and Arts, and Belgrade's Jaroslav Černi Institute for the Development of Water Resources. The conference was held under the auspices of the Serbian government and endorsed by senior state and church officials, as well as senior representatives of numerous international institutions. The goal of the conference was to provide a backdrop against which water sector challenges of transition countries would be addressed more effectively at the 7th World Water Forum in South Korea in April 2015. The Conference on Water Management in Transition Countries was driven by a marked need to achieve water management objectives at various levels throughout the world, and the necessity to assist transition countries in coping with their water sector challenges. A large number of attendees, not only representatives of institutions, organizations, and scientific research centers from transition countries, but also representatives from international institutions and organizations, both global and European, played an active role in the conference and, through constructive dialogue, steered participants towards a consensus on the need to resolve the majority of specific water management issues and establish concrete mechanisms to enable a substantial improvement in the status of water resources on the planet as a whole and in various regions. This requires appropriate organization of local water management, addressing the enhancement and strengthening of water governance capacities, implementation bodies, funding, and approaches to regional and global water management. Following an in-depth exchange of ideas and reconciliation of positions, the conference adopted a document entitled Belgrade Statement of Water Sector Sustainability. The Belgrade Statement of Water Sector Sustainability put forward a series of recommendations to be considered and implemented at the 7th World Water Forum. These include a proper balance between centralized and decentralized water management, appropriate capacities at focal points of governance, central and peripheral administrations, devising fitting water legislation that will lead to effective promotion of successful and sustainable development of the country in question, identifying suitable tools to demonstrate the nexus between effective water management and social and economic gains, adequate funding for all water management functions, appropriate water pricing, taxes, budget, and so on. Accumulation of funds for capital project implementation, water fund, water bank, and the like. A straightforward plan identifying milestones, targets, and priorities. Maintenance and upgrading of scientific and professional institutions and capacities. As transition is no longer an illusion or somewhere in the future, but the time we live in, we must stand up to the challenge and start coping with increasing natural, economic, political, and social pressures and requirements imposed on transition countries in the field of water management. We have initiated the process in Belgrade and now wish to broaden it through dialogue with a wider audience. This special session is part of that effort. We believe that together we can take the next step and come up with important solutions for water governance in transition countries in the future.